Who's in the house? Yolanda. Hey everybody, welcome back. Sorry for the little emotional thing that I went through in my last video. And as promised, I'm back to do my recap for R&B Divas Season 3, Episode 2. I don't even remember the name of the episode. Something about comfortable in the skin or whatever. I will make sure that I put it in the description or in the title of the video when I upload it. If my eyes is a little, puffy or red or whatever, please excuse me. It was due to I got a little emotional on my last video, which was the Houston Rockets game, and a message from my son. So please bear with me. Let me go ahead and try to see if I can go ahead and recap this episode, which I think it's only 8 episodes in this season, which I'm pretty good because this show, like I say, it'll give you something, but it's just kind of the same old thing over and over. Let me go ahead and silence my phone. Like I said, it will go off. Not too much, but the same old been going on. But this episode picked back off up at Mo's house. She was talking about the wedding, her and Therese, and I think she kind of, they was just talking or whatever. I'm trying to get it together, people. Oh, can y'all see I went and got my eyebrows? I ain't get my nails done. There wasn't no need for it. I need my little short nails. The only thing they good for is scratching. But I want to let the little Chinese lady do the and everything, so I'm a little straight. My eyes look puffy, and if they is, please excuse me. But then back to the episode. Selena and Mo, they was at some function. Tamika Foster, Usher ex-wife, she was doing some charity event in honor of her son, the one that passed away last year due to a jet ski accident. They was talking about Mo, kind of hinted to the ladies that she was thinking about doing lipo, and I mean, I don't know what they got to do with singing and y'all putting together a concert or a charity event. I don't understand it, but they talked about that for a minute, and then it went to Mila. She was in the studio with, I didn't even know this was her baby daddy, but Music Soul Child. That's my boy, I jam him all the time. His old school stuff, I don't know nothing he came out with, but they was in the studio talking and different things, but like I said, I didn't even know that was his baby mom. And sometimes I hate using that terminology, baby daddy, baby mom, the father of her son, or her child, or the mother of the child. It's just a ratchet term to me. I've used it, but one thing I try to, make a reference of. I try my best not to reference my own kid's father as a baby daddy because, although we co-parented and raised our children in separate households since they was about 5 or 6, he's always been the father of my children, not just a baby daddy. So, then it goes on to Kiki and I'm about to mess that girl name up, Latavia. They go and have drinks and have a little lunch, guess getting to know each other, in which Kiki gives Latavia a one-on-one lesson to show her just how cuckoo she is. You know, if you had any doubt that she was cuckoo, yeah, it'll slowly creep out. And Kiki is just, I don't know how many times I have to say it, but she's a special kind of person. She, and it don't take a professional doctor to diagnose her just based on what we see on the TV. Um, she was explaining her craziness and her anxiety, and it really wasn't nothing to talk about. So then we goes on. Then Mo actually go get the lipo consultation, and at first I thought they was gonna go to that doctor all the other Atlanta celebrities was going to. Shekinah went to, because usually when you see a certain doctor or a certain business, all those shows that tape in Atlanta usually go through the same places. But this was another physician, but she went there. Then they moved on over to Selena sitting down. I think it was Selena and her sister and her mom chopping it up about everything that has been going on since Selena's sister Celicia, I believe that's her name, suffered a loss of having a baby that was already dead. The baby had stopped breathing, and there was no life in the baby. So she endured 30 hours of labor in which she still had to give birth to a stillborn baby, which being a mother of 3 and having 2 successful pregnancies, one being that of having twins, I can't imagine, nor do I want to imagine what it would feel like to actually carry a baby around for 7 months and then knowing that this baby has passed away and still go through that. So my heart definitely goes out to her in that situation. I know personally of a friend, my best friend, who's had to endure that, carry her baby all the way. And I mean, her baby, Taylor, actually lived for 2 hours. And like I said, I could never imagine what that pain feels like, nor would I want to. And the only thing that I could offer a person in that type of situation is some condolences. Because a lot of people like to say, oh, I can just imagine how you feel. No, you can't. If it's not something you have endured yourself, you can imagine, but no one could never know the pain that another person is feeling if they haven't endured a similar situation. So, and my whole thing about it is, I don't know, maybe it was me, but during that whole thing, and Celicia was, expressing herself about how, the industry is treat you, and how, she trying to give birth to a baby that has, passed away, and she's still in the grieving process, and they still putting pressure on her about an album dropping. And Selena, To me, seem like you would think that once your sister got pregnant and you knew that that would probably be too much for her. I mean, nobody could forecast that that would happen, but just being pregnant altogether, I would think that they would have had an assistant or somebody that can take up her slack for her, because she was gonna have to have maternity leave and all the stuff like that. So I just kind of felt that she was emotionalist. She, you can say certain things, but you could tell by certain words, because she was like, I don't think my sister's into this no more, but the show must still go on. Yeah, the show must go on because that's your career. I don't know what other people Celicia worked for or whatever. Maybe that's her only bread and butter, but dang, family y'all should have been making a plan, for that girl. And, in so many words, she kind of was saying she was angry at Selena too, but not saying it directly. One of them, you gotta read between the line things, but maybe I was reading something into something that really wasn't there. Then they talked. Mo called Kiki over, and I guess they was gonna squash, or talk about what happened at the engagement party, in which, well, I don't know if it was me or what. Maybe it is just me. Maybe I be seeing something that don't really be there. But Mo was kind of giving me a Donna Summers 1980s disco chick look with the shiny disco pants and the retro afro kind of. Comment below and tell me I wasn't tripping. But they talked about it, and then it's kind of funny. That after all that, did you see in the confessional, Kiki said, maybe is it me? Bitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people then told you the same story on different occasions, and none of these people all been around one another, and they tell you this separately, and they tell you the same thing, 9 times out of 10 it is you. But we've been knowing that. And Kiki, she actually may not know what she do. Because, I personally know a lot of people that act a certain way, and they don't realize when you in the midst of something, you can't see it because you in it. And people on the outside can see you better than you see yourself sometimes. So that's enough of that. But then it goes to Selena and her sister and her mama. They're trying to work out a plan by hipping Celicia. And the mama like, I can take some of that off of you. I watch Facebook and all of that. Or let them people call me. They tell you off, but they try to tell me off. They gonna have another thing coming. And she flashing her little half finger, her little yin yang finger. But it seems that since they've been on Iyanla Vance and Fix My Life, it seems like they've kind of gotten a little closer as a family. So hopefully that all worked out. Then they had Kiki and Selena. Selena was telling her, you tried to headbutt. It was just tap, tap. You said this, and everybody was just going in circles to me. So then Mo sitting on the couch with Therese, asking about the lipo, and she was like, look, I already told you what I felt about it. Have you had a consultation? And Mo was like, man, no, I ain't had no consultation. You say you sure using some terminology you wasn't using before. Don't try to play me Man, look, you think I went to a consultation? And Therese said, did you? Yeah, I did. It was cute, but Selena talked to her producer, talking about how she gotta do this much work in this amount of time. Them your problems. What have you been doing? You been on Fix My Life, you ain't fixed it yet? Sure, you done had plenty of time to write, and I don't get it with all these people, but the show ended with Kiki and her brother. And looking at her brother, now I see where she get them faces. Cause he was like this too. I was like, ooh, he did the. But you can tell they brothers and sisters, they look alike. But other than that, that's the best recap I could do for this episode. Like, I really wasn't into this episode because I was rooting my Rockets on, which goes back to my other video that I shot right before this. But I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll try to do much better next time. But please do me a favor and click the subscribe button, like it, comment below, but most important, please share it on your Facebook and Twitter and any other social media it allows you to. And I'll be back next week with another recap. But baby, come Monday comes my love and hip hop ATL, so it's going down. I will be on point on that one. Trust me. I'm gonna have my notes and I'm gonna have my, now see, those days I'm gonna have my drink in my cup. Trust me. So who's in the house? Yolanda. Until then, have a good one and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.